Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here, back with another video. In today's video we're looking at American Resources Corporation. It's been about a month since we've looked at this stock, and the stock has slowly been on a little bit of a downtrend here. So originally when we were looking at this stock previously, we had a resistance line set at $2.50 a share, which kind of shows as today's market as more of a top end resistance marker versus a bottom end recovery marker. So now it looks like we're going to end up with a bottom recovery marker in between $2 and $2.06 a share. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the line across on $2.06 a share for a bottom resistance line for American Resources, because between all of April they have had two pretty hard bottoms that ended up stopping at the 206 marker for the end of the day. So, and they've been able to bounce off and continue rebounding off of that specific line. So having that line drawn along with redrawing the extension line on the 250 a share, bringing that all the way across as well. You can kind of see over the course of the month of April, we had multiple occasions where the stock had touched this line here, but was not able to completely cross and close over it to be able to continue a solid breakthrough to stay above that 250 a share. So a little bit on what is going on with American Resources. They ended up announcing a strategic collaboration with Mitsubishi Materials Corporation to advance U.S. and allied critical mineral supply chains. So the partnership and strategic investment support development of the circular rare earth and critical mineral supply chain across the United States and specifically Japan. So this collaboration is going to combine advanced feedstock sourcing, pre-processing, and refining capabilities. So, and all of this is mainly going through American Resources affiliate REelement Technologies. So this is yet again where REelement is driving the American Resources Corporation in extending their mining and refining operation. So not only that, American Resource has expanded production for phase 1 of the refining campus build out in Indiana. And like we had talked about in the previous video, there is a $30 billion catalyst that is reshaping America's mineral supply, which is getting divvied out amongst a whole array of multiple different companies that are in the mining sector. So energy sector that is coming into these critical and heavy mineral materials that can be pulled out of America's soil. So that is something that's going to continue pushing out for this phase 1 increase. So, but we'll kind of get a little bit deeper into this because REelement Technologies is providing a full update on the Marion Rare Earth and Critical Mineral Refinery build out with the production capacity on that refinery. So phase 1 is expanded to 4 production lines now with over 16,000 metric tons of separated high purity oxide capacity. The initial production expected in Q3 of 2026 with full phase 1 rollout through the year-end project remains on time and under budget. So that's something that can bring a lot of ease and rest to all of the stockholders and investments into this company. So because it is still keeping everything together. So as it stands right now, the global refining capacity is highly concentrated outside of the United States, and REelement's expansion is positioned to address one of the most significant structural gaps in the critical mineral supply chain. So Phase 1 has been expanded to include 4 production lines capable of processing both recycled and primary feedstocks. So that's going to end up continue building up even a higher annual separated and purified oxide capacity. So with all of that, this is continuing for the full Phase 1 commissioning throughout the balance of the year. So Mark Jensen, which is the CEO of ReElement Technologies, he put out a couple of statements saying that our focus is on executing a scalable solution to one of the most critical challenges in the global supply chain, the midstream refining bottleneck, while avoiding the industry buzzwords that have dominated the conversation. So our Marion supersite builds on the proven foundation established at Noblesville and represents the next phase of disciplined rapid expansion. ReElement is uniquely positioned to decouple both defense and commercial supply chains from concentrated global refining capacity. The Marion expansion is on track and under budget, reflecting the strength of our team and our ability to partner with the best-in-class supply chain and investment partners focused on reshaping this industry. Over the past year, we've transitioned from product validation to scaled deployment, expanding capacity while continuously optimizing our cost structure to compete on both volume and price within the global market. Our refining first platform is designed for flexibility, meaning that it's capable of processing multiple feedstocks and adapting in real time to changing inputs and market conditions through data-driven optimization and advanced process controls. We are reducing chemical usage, energy consumption, and overall operating costs relative to traditional refining methods. With all of these innovations, they are allowing us to compete not only on purity and versatility, but also on economics, delivering a solution that is both scalable and commercially viable in the United States and allied markets. With over 80% of global rare earth refining capacity concentrated outside of the U.S., scalable domestic refining solutions are critical for supply chain security. So a little bit deeper onto some of the Phase 1 stuff, the Phase 1 production lines and capacities. They have a specialty hard product recycling line, which is focused on thermal barrier and specialty material recycling, including yttrium, gadolinium, zirconium, samarium, and cobalt from multiple different recycled inputs. So their capacity for that is 2,000 metric tons annually at a 99.9 and 99.99% purity. So, and that is almost completely unheard of for recycling and being able to get those products back into its almost perfect pure form. Then they also have their recycled feedstock on processing magnet grade rare earth elements from sources including swarf, hard drives, EV motors, wind turbines, and overall industrial scrap that is magnetized. So they have the capacity of up to 7,000 metric tons annually at approximately 99.5% purity. So that is yet again another huge boost for the magnet side of things, being able to recycle stuff like that, and also being able to keep all of these sets into a such high purity level where it's almost as if it was directly derived instead of recycled. So Then you also have a processing of mixed rare earth carbonates, mixed rare earth oxides, and other concentrates that are sourced globally, not necessarily just sourced into the US. So they are up to a 7,000 metric ton annual at that, with a 99.5 to a 99.999% purity. So that's yet even a higher and even more refined process for primary feedstocks, especially on the rare earth oxides. So then you have the semiconductor and strategic material lines, which is focused on germanium, gallium. So they also have other secondary materials from recycled and primary sources in those areas. But so far the capacity on that is, roughly 500 metric tons annually at a 99.5% purity. So that is still absolutely huge. It's great that they're being able to take all of these numbers and start pushing them out to the public so then we can actually know what they're doing and how fast they're able to do it. So then you can kind of see the actual scalability of this company being able to continue building and boosting their product lines in recycling all of these once known uncyclable materials. So they also have this new thing that they're pushing out, which is creating a new model for domestic refining. So ReElement's Refining First platform is designed to compete globally while enabling domestic and allied supply chains. Its ability to process both recycled and primary materials into high purity output positions. The company has a scalable solution to the midstream refining gap. So unlike traditional solvent-based refining methods, often difficult to deploy outside of China due to environmental, capital, and operational constraints and risks, ReElement's approach offers a more efficient, modular, and environmentally responsible alternative. So with all of that, these platform advantages is that it's modular and scalable capacity expansion, localization of processing near feedstock or end markets, reduced chemical, energy, and labor intensity, and multi-mineral, multi-feedstock flexibility across recycled and primary inputs. So that is just absolutely huge with what this company is able to do, able to push, and able to continue boosting and building into their research and development, getting a better streamline, a better refining capacity, building a larger capacity, being able to continue growing and building out their phase one, where they are just constantly and in every aspect of the way growing. So it wouldn't surprise me if soon enough this stock finally starts to see a turnaround and start moving in a upward direction. So because a lot of the stuff that they've been doing has been just absolutely great. The news, the finances, and the push and the absolute growth of this company over the past year has been absolutely astronomical. And hopefully after Q1 of 26 and we get into the Q2 and Q3, whenever they get up into full scale, running full tilt all the way through, that their finances are going to end up showing all of that as well, since they're getting these extra partners and they already have a lot of buyers for all of this stuff like that. So it wouldn't surprise me if soon they end up with a large government contract, and that in itself will boost the stock price in itself. So that's everything that I have on American Resources Corporation. Thank you all for watching the video. So if you could, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. So this is the Stock Warden, riding off. See y'all come back now, you hear?